Hey, this is Megan in the restricted section. Today I thought I would take just a little bit of a detour from doing book-related videos and do something a little different. So I thought I would talk today about my top 10 favorite movies instead. So I chose 10 of my faves. I left out any of my favorite Disney movies. I also left out anything from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I, of course, am not going to mention Harry Potter, but y'all know that that's one of my favorites. So that's my disclaimer. Also, I'm not going to mention any of the Star Wars films, even though I do really like the original 3 and the newest one that came out. So, all right, the first favorite I'm going to talk about is Backdraft. This is a movie about firefighters, and there is an arsonist that they are trying to catch, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. This has Kurt Russell, William Baldwin, Donald Sutherland, and Robert De Niro in it. It was directed by Ron Howard. I have always really loved this movie, and I think that part of the reason why this movie holds such a special place in my heart is because my dad was a firefighter for most of my life. He's only just within the past few years retired, so he was a firefighter for I think 22 or 23 some odd years. So I really like this movie. The next one that I'm going to talk about is Beetlejuice. I really love this movie. This is probably my second favorite Michael Keaton role. The first one, of course, being Batman in the '89 film. It's just a really dark, morbid movie, but that's also a whole lot of fun. They did a cartoon spin-off of this movie that was also pretty awesome. There's a couple episodes of it on this DVD, but I probably will need to pick that up at some point. I was actually Lydia from the cartoon for Halloween this past year, and my boyfriend was Beetlejuice, so that was super fun. Up next is The Blues Brothers. I really love Dan Aykroyd. I think he's fantastic. Yeah, The Blues Brothers is just a really fun, awesome movie. Lots of good music. Super funny. It's about a couple of miscreants, a pair of brothers who are kind of into a life of crime, and they find themselves on a mission from God. So that's super fun. The next movie I'm going to talk about is The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This has Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet in it. It also has Mark Ruffalo, Elijah Wood, Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, this is a story about two people who fall in love, and then there are some complications. I mean, this is an older movie. I'm sure that lots of people have seen it, but I don't want to ruin it if you haven't seen it. But normally I don't really like romantic movies or stories, but this one is weird enough, and it's a little bit dark as well, so I feel like that kind of makes up for it. But yeah, I really, really enjoy this movie. I thought at first that Kate Winslet's character, Clementine, was going to fall into the whole manic pixie dream girl trope, but she kind of rejects that role. There's a scene in a movie store where she kind of lets Jim Carrey have it and just tells him not to hinge his hopes on her, basically, because she's just a fucked up girl who's trying to figure it out for herself. So I really like that movie. Stuff is Fargo. It has Frances McDormand in it. It's got William H. Macy in it. There are so many things about this that I love. I love the accents. I love the awkwardness that there is sometimes in the movie. I like how much I hate William H. Macy in this movie. Yeah, this is just kind of a thriller. The Coen brothers directed this, and I think they did an awesome job. I love this movie. And I think actually they made a show based on this movie, but I've never seen it, so I don't know if it's any good. But I love Fargo. After I watch this, I find that my northern accent is 20 times stronger than it is normally. I'm from Michigan, so I have a little bit of a northern accent. But after I watch Fargo, I have an infinitely higher level of northern accent, so that's fun. Get made fun of for that. Breakfast Club. I watched the ever-loving shit out of this when I was a teenager. I would sit in my room and just watch Breakfast Club over and over again. I had a big crush on John Bender, which is Judd Nelson's character. Yeah, I really had a thing for him. Unfortunately, Judd Nelson didn't age so well, so now I'm kind of over it, but I was all about it when I was younger. I really loved Ali Sheedy's character because she was the weird chick, and I'm always the weird chick, so it works. Fun story. My shirt has the Breakfast Club on it, but as classic X-Men. So that's fun. Ghostbusters. I do not think that a movie gets any better than the Ghostbusters. So many good actors in this. It's hilarious. It's iconic. Ghostbusters 2 sucked, but we're going to pretend like that didn't happen. Yeah, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd, Rick Moranis, Sigourney Weaver. They're fantastic. All right, up next, this is Spinal Tap. The first time I watched this movie, I laughed so hard that I fell off my bed. This movie is hilarious. It's a mockumentary about a fake band called Spinal Tap. It's brilliant. It's so funny. Rob Reiner directed this. Yeah, this is super funny. The songs in it are super funny. I love the really dry sense of humor. Yeah, this is just, it's hilarious. And also, I'm really excited. I found these today. I didn't know that I needed them until I saw them, but I was out and about today and I found these. These are dolls. These are 12-inch dolls of the characters from Spinal Tap. This is Nigel Tufnell. This is super funny. He comes with a knob that goes to 11. And he comes with a tiny little record. It's super funny. And then there's David St. Hubbins. Look at his spandex pants. He's got spandex pants. This is Derek Smalls. And I don't know if you can see this, but it comes with a cucumber that's wrapped in foil so he can put it down his pants. And he also comes with a tiny record. There's a tiny record in there. Look. So I didn't know they made these until today when I found them. And I certainly didn't know that I needed them, but now I have them. So I'm really excited about it. The Shining is the next one that I'm going to talk about. This, I love Jack Nicholson in this. He's fabulous. Yeah, I just read a fan theory about this movie that will blow your mind. The fan theory said that Danny Torrance is the cause of all the crazy that happens in The Shining. So if you come across that fan theory, you should read it because it's pretty crazy. This is one of the only horror movies that has ever scared the crap out of me. I don't like horror movies. I don't think they're scary. I think most of them are just pretty disgusting. And are just kind of in it for the gore factor, but The Shining actually did kind of scare the crap out of me. So I love it. Alright, last but certainly not least, The Lord of the Rings. I like the entire trilogy. The first movie is probably my least favorite, so this is The Two Towers. I really like this one. I still like the first one, but especially because it introduces the main, the Fellowship of the Ring, the main characters and stuff, but I feel like it's kind of the slowest, and it kind of is laying down all that foundation and that groundwork for all the action to happen, so it's my least favorite one, but I still really love the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. So those are my top 10 faves. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you don't mind the detour from book videos. I think it's kind of fun sometimes to mix it up, but I really enjoyed talking about my favorite movies. If you want to, you can comment with what your favorite movies are below, or if you enjoy any of the ones that I mentioned. I'd love to hear your thoughts about them. If you read that crazy ass fan theory about The Shining, I'd love to talk to you about it. So comment below. If you like our channel, please subscribe. And I think that's it for today. So thanks for watching.